Alright, it is the Random Gamer here, and we are starting to hit that home stretch on Orleans. So, let's continue on. So, I feel like I should switch up my team a bit. You know what? Let's do it. We don't need Kentucky. Or not that we don't need them, but Arteria is powerful, so I'm not too worried. Alright, here we go. Supplies have arrived, but apparently there's been a shift in topological space. That's a tongue twister. Our rations are being devoured by monsters. Senpai, are you okay with being hungry? I suppose not. Let's go. Hey, I had my eye on that. Don't eat that. You are so annoying. But yeah, no, so it's interesting. I'm very curious about where they're going to go with this game. I've had a lot of thoughts on it because this is one of those games some people have been playing for 9 years. Like if you opened on day one with a Japan server. So think about that, 9 years of money, of commitment and all that. And if they just did a end of service for this game and put out, because let's be honest, Fate IP is solid. And so I was trying to think of a way that they could kind of keep both happy, because I know a lot of people are like, well, they want it to be more like Honkai Star Rail. I'm like, I don't know. I'm an older gamer. I miss RPGs, like, you know, JRPGs. And so for me, this is really nice in that element, because it is incredibly easy to, like, just play a quick... I jokingly call it a toilet game. Like, I don't have to get into a Honkai Star Rail. I have to, like, it's a regular game. Now, you can just log in, do the missions and all that and stuff like that, but it's still a full-fledged game, and because of that, it's a little more commitment. So, I've hummed and hawed, and one idea I have had, and I think it would keep even, like, lore-wise, or it wouldn't or something. You could have like a login screen where it's like, do you want to, you could like, to keep the older fans happy, keep your, it like essentially it's a legacy with the old accounts, so you could still play the old game, and but I don't know if it would stay active if they weren't actively doing new events and stuff. So like, the only way I can see them doing it is just keep circling reruns on events to keep at least some new content, but and allow you to transfer your account over into, let's call it FGO2, and have like the other side of the game more robust. I don't think I'm explaining that well, but I'll just wait until our story and then I'll explain a little better, hopefully. Hey, that looks good. Then allow me to feed you. Say, ah. What has gotten into you? Hello, is this seat taken? Oh no, be my guest. I'm sorry to be bothered while you're relaxing, but those dragons over there are quite noisy. Amadeus, Maria was very kind to me. But of course, she was kind to everyone, but her affection for you was unique. Why do you suppose that was? Because I'm a fellow French woman? I'm not sure. I don't think it had anything to do with you being French. Whether one is from England, Spain, or the Far East, that is of no importance to Marie. The reason she was fond of you, that she held you in high esteem, was because you were a young woman who took a stand all on her own. In a sense, Marie is the same. She became queen at 14 and was forced into battle all alone in Versailles? Of course, I'm sure her battles paled in comparison to yours. Battlefields with cannonballs and conspiracies are in truth fundamentally different. Nevertheless, it was indeed a life-or-death struggle for her. That's why she empathized with you. Because she was living through a lonely battle of her own. And one other reason, this is the important one. For Marie, standing up for a loved one is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Be it family, another person, a servant, or even the nation itself. True, she was a sheltered girl who knew no hardships. Her way of standing up for someone was rather off-key. Oh, is that so? In that case, I wanted to stand up for her as a friend. Given the situation, nothing could have been done, but I wish I could have been by her side. I like to believe so. A friend, eh? You were thinking of her that way with the ultimate reward for her. Maria and I had one thing in common. We were not blessed with friends. But her wish was fulfilled in the second life. I get the feeling she was able to move on with a light heart. Actually, I think you as a comrade. Random Gamer feels the same way too. No, that won't do after I don't think that of you. Maria said it. Remember, I'm fundamentally trash. I only love music. That is how I live my life, and I am proud of that fact. That is why I cannot make friends. Instead, I leave many pieces of music. I left behind many pieces of music. If I had any desire for human happiness, I would have vanished in a cloud of self-hatred. Still, thank you, Jeanne d'Arc. I'm sure Maria has no regrets. I shall avenge her. No, vengeance isn't important, is it? I will make her wish come true. I will save this France. Gilles, are you here? Yes, right here. Marie Antoinette has perished, but what about Sanson? I'm treating him right now. His mind perished with her. All we can do is keep his Spiritron shell intact and use him as a foot soldier. I see. Gregorius escaped from that town? Had Maria not sacrificed herself to buy time, our plan would have worked. I see the enemy's ranks lost one, but also gained one. We're not at a disadvantage here, but in a nuance. Continue searching for them. Doesn't look like that'll be necessary. And that was the character that I drew for my 4-star from the FGO arcade. Saber, I thought I ordered you to search the southeast region. That's no longer a need, Master. They're heading straight for Orleans. Looks like it's a final showdown they want. Don't you want the same thing? So they've stopped running around, have they? Which means they think they have a shot at winning. I suppose they do. They have many servants as well. We might have dragons on our side, but this should still be a glorious fight. You're enjoying yourself. Of course, as you know, I'm not right in the head. I'll be just as happy with wiping them out as being wiped out by them. Go on, order me, Master. Prepare for the final battle. Gilles, summon them, not just the servants. Understood. I shall gather all the dragons who were slain in France. If we win, the world will become destroyed. Even if we lose, it'll make no difference. The world is long gone. Even if they correct this place, an endless journey lies ahead. And yet, they have faith in the world, to people and me. Those people and me. In that case, I shall smite them. I won't let them reconnect this world. This is my wish and Gilles' wish. Yes, that should be my wish. But yeah, it's... So what I mean by that, like, say you log into FGO2, you're in your room in Chaldea, and there's a computer or, like, the lore, and that's the original FGO here, so you can still play it. You could transfer your account to keep those servants, because there would be I can't see them letting you transfer all because it is a different game, but maybe even some credit, like, I don't know, like, because some people have spent way too much money on this game, so it's like some trade-off. Like, if you have X number of 5 stars, maybe you get that version of quartz or some way to essentially, I don't want to say like, not at a 1-to-1 ratio, but like repopulate build your account, because I cannot see them. Let's say they do make a FGO 3D. I cannot see them, because it'd be kind of financially a little stupid. Now, morally, it'd be the right thing. Financially, which is where I'm saying, nah, it's not gonna happen, is if they could find, basically, I can't see them. Let's say they do FGO2. There is, it's over 400 different servants in the game. I cannot see them day one having every single servant tested, built into the game. That would be a Herculean task. It would have to be like, they would have to do it just like other games are doing it, and how FGO did it at the start is drip feed it so they could balance, they could build the characters and all this. So I can't see them like opening FGO 2 with every servant in the code game, and then that's transferred. Oh, like if you owned Saber or Jeanne d'Arc in FGO 1, you get her, like, you get a copy in FGO 2. I can't see that happen. Morally, it'd be awesome. I can't imagine with the rates how much some people have spent on this game. I know myself on my full account, I've had, because each GSSR is 20, I think it's $22 for me. system in Canada, so I don't get the best conversion. And there's been, since I played, 3 GSSRs, I've probably put in 80 to 100 bucks. Because I bought some free, not free, but like some paid cords to do singles here and there with bottle. So I maybe spent 100 bucks. Which some people are like, why would you spend that on our game? I'm like, how much do you pay on a full price game for PS5? The amount of hours I've gotten on this game, I always look at it that way. Also, for Games 5, they need to make money. Anyway, Secret, I seem to be the only one here with experience leading an army. Of course, it's not as if I have glorious military record where I led an army to invade a worthwhile country. In any event, our numbers are few while the enemies are large. But most of the enemy's forces are weaker than us. In situations like this, there are 2 options. A frontal assault or an ambush from the rear. However, our location was given away a long time ago. Stealth is out of the question. The enemy knows where we are. There's only one option. A frontal assault. Exactly. Master and I will see to Fafnir. I want the others to protect us from servants and wyverns. Whether we slay Fafnir or not, the outcome of this war hinges on that question. Understood. I'm inexperienced, but I will fight with everything I have. Oh, puppy, there's someone I must fight. Would it be alright if I focus on her? Who do you want to fight? Oh, a servant I share a certain fate with. If I can do that, I'll be quite satisfied. I'll lend you a hand if I can spare the time. I, without a doubt, will be facing the Dragon Witch in battle. Can you defeat her? Yes, I shall be victorious. Even if she turns out to be the real Jeanne d'Arc, I will still prevail in battle. I don't have an issue with anybody. I guess I'll just try and get Wyvern's attentions. In that case, she'll be at our master's side and breathe fire as needed. As they say, like moths to flame and scoundrels of dubious origin who stand in the way of romance. Leave scouting the area to me. This is do or die time. I've got lots of energy drinks and buckets ready. Doctor, those have the opposite effect that cause stomach aches. Maybe you shouldn't drink them. I'm sure it'll be a freshen me up if I dunk my face in it. Anyway, leave everything to me. Still, if no one has any questions, Master, please issue your orders. Well, let's fight. Right, now on to New Orleans. But yeah, I cannot, like, I would love it if they did that. If they decided to do a revamp of the game and then you could transfer your account in and keep all your servants, that would be beyond amazing. Can't see it, though. Logistically and financially. They're not, to recreate this as 3D would cost an immense amount of money. And they're going to have to make money to pay it back. And let's be honest. There are certain servants that are fan favorites. They're gonna draw money no matter what. No, one second. As predicted, it's swarming with wyverns. Still, we can't afford any delays. Everyone take care of them as fast as you can. Understood, Master. The enemy are coming. Give me your orders. Like, for example, if they open up and you get a guaranteed pick of a servant, or it's like, oh, you get 1 free coin, you get to pick a servant for like 5-10 bucks. There's Mordred or Musashi there, I'm going to pay 5 or 10 bucks. Am I going to spend all the money? No. That's just not the way I play these games. Would I spend real money though? Yes, I actually would. That's not a question. I have multiple times. I've done it twice on my main account, and I've spent, I think it was 30-40 bucks on this account to get the start dash and what's the other one? The GSSR. Because we got Merlin with the GSSR and then Toki with the start dash. So like I'm a cheap to play gamer, and for those who are free to play, that is perfectly okay. I'm not gonna rip on you. My belief is I have gaming money, bottle money I call it, and I look at how much enjoyment, how many hours I play a game. So, like, this game I play every day. Now, 10, 20 minutes maybe, or longer, depending on what's going on in the game. But I do not mind, like I said, I've spent $80 to $100 on this game on my main account. Some people would be like, why would you do that? It's just pictures and all that. I'm like, the entertainment value for me. So, but the problem is, I cannot see them giving up because, let's be honest, there are people, everybody has their favorite servants. Their waifu or husbando, however you want to call it. For them to make the money, if they were to redo this game, like do a true remake and revamp, they would have to spend a lot of money to do it. And I have no clue how much that would cost. That's not my industries. I play games, I don't make them. And for them to make money, they are going to need to either A, can't see doing this, pay like, because now it's not how games work. You have to get somebody, you have to get the people to buy the game, so they pay up front. Subscription, which not all, like, I am not a big fan of subscriptions. Or you need to do, like this game does, where you can roll for characters, right? Like, you pay as you play. They like the pay as you play model. It's gotcha, it works. But for them to recoup their costs for doing FGO2, let's call it, they've released, like, every servant has their fans, okay? But if you save Fate for your semi-casual or casual fan, that, I'm guessing, is when those characters come up, is when they're gonna get their big money. So, like, I'm sure when the FGO came out, when Altaria's first banner came out, or maybe she was the first banner, I can see that happening. I could see that making a lot of money compared to some random servant. Yeah, actually, no, this game, from my memory, they started off with a lot of good ones to get the game going. But, like, there's some banners that, whether it's the design, or just what the character does in the game, or just gameplay-wise, they're not that good. People don't roll for them, right? And so you need to have some big heavy hitters, and a lot of their heavy hitters are already in the game. Okay, one sec. They're still coming. Their heavy hitters are already in the game. Like, off the top of my head, I think of Altaria. I think of Joan d'Arc. You know, for the... Wow, I'm really holding a blank. For, like, you know, you got Mordred, Musashi, like, there's a lot of big characters from, like, and then if you want to go male, you know, you've got, oh, what's his... Wow, I'm holding a oh, man, that is amazing, I forgot his name. Anyway. Man, recording multiple sessions, it's good, but it's bad. Sometimes my brain gets a little... Anyway, my whole point is, they let us transfer our accounts over. A lot of people, like for me, I have my favorites servants. I have them in my account, my Chaldea already. So, am I as likely to do a big roll session? No, I've already got them. And that's where this problem occurs, because they need to recoup the cost of FGO2. They're going to need people to roll again. And your best bet is to go for fan favorites. Okay? Your Altarias, your Joan d'Arcs, your Karma, yeah, Karma. I'm trying to think of other artwork I've seen. Musashi, Mordred. So I'm trying to think of fan art I've seen on forums and stuff of favorites. So anyway, you need those people to roll back, because, well, I think, like, not everybody rolls, but your whales will want to roll, because most games now do, like, you know, multiple gotcha games, multiple copies equals powers them up. And so, like, you need to roll multiple copies again of your favorites, because if they let us import it, then why would you roll again? So, I don't know. I really hope, I hope they do an FGO2 and do something new. I don't want a copy of, like, Honkai Star Rail, because I've seen that a lot. I hope they do something new and make it, because the Fate IP is so... It's cursed. It's good and cursed in the same way that it's so open-ended. You have like, they've basically written themselves a license to use any character from history, while also giving them a license to make their own characters up by saying it can be from the future. you know, like the archer from the original Fate Stay was from the future. And I'm not going to say who he was because I don't want to wreck it, even though it's spoiler, but it's 20 years now. So, spoiler, but I'm not going to wreck it. And so they've written this story that allows them to do pretty much anything. And they have a historical plethora of fan-favorite long-term characters. So I really hope they come up with their own thing. I don't want just a carbon copy of Honkai Star Rail with Fate, because they're going to do that collaboration, and I'm very excited. That you haven't noticed, I am a Honkai Star Rail player. I'd call myself a casual. Like, I play here and there on the events and stuff like that. So yeah. But they're doing a collaboration. I'm very excited for that. Like, I'm going to probably start saving on my account for it now, because I'm going to get every Fate servant. But with that being said, you know what? It's that time again. It is the Random Gamer, and this is this episode here. So you know the drill. If you liked what you saw, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. You know the drill. Please give us just subscribe. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. And tune in for the next episode. Well, you know what? Here's how I end every one of them. It's Random Gamer. Until next time, let's get gaming.